Test 1, 2. A very happy spring break to you, Cardinals fans, as we bring you live baseball action here from the CCBC Catonsville Baseball Complex on the Catonsville campus of the Community College of Baltimore County. As the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals get ready to face off against the Fighting Owls of Harford Community College. Hello, folks. This is Isaac Donsky here, ready to bring you all the action for an exciting doubleheader afternoon on a cool, windy, chilly, early April morning, as we are getting set for an intriguing matchup. The number one Division I ranked number one Harford Fighting Owls taking on the Division II number 2 ranked CCBC Catonsville Cardinals in an interdivisional matchup that should be quite interesting. Now, for those of you who are wondering what happened to the big showdown, the rematch, number 1, number 2, Catonsville versus Frederick, well, unfortunately, due to bad weather, yesterday's contest was postponed to the final home game of the regular season, which honestly might be a better date. In the meantime, the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals still have plenty of action. This game was supposed to be scheduled for mid-March, but got postponed due to bad weather and heavy winds, and instead it will kick off our April slate of games, which includes some fascinating matchups. The Cardinals come into today's matchup with a record of 17-12. They have been easily one of the best schools across all of Division II, Region 20. However, last couple of games, the Cardinals have looked a little bit mortal, just a bit. They have won 10 of their last 12, but outside of that, one very convincing victory over Prince George's County. There have been a couple of games where the Cardinals have kind of struggled just a bit, but they remain on a hot streak. This team has looked unstoppable outside of those few games they have struggled. Meanwhile, the Harford Fighting Owls sit with a record of 14-11. They sit first in Region 20's Division I and are fresh off of a JUCO World Series appearance. This team is one of the toughest teams in all of Region 20. They sit 4th overall in the standings, just ahead of Catonsville, and are perhaps the most evenly matched team with the Cardinals. So we should expect two very good, very fascinating games coming up. Now, let's take a look at the starting lineups for today's games, and we begin with the Fighting Owls from Harford Community College. In 1 second, we need to check one thing first. Harford did make one slight change to their lineup in terms of which player was wearing which number. That's why we had to stop real quick. But now we're ready. Here are the starting lineups for Game 1, beginning with the Fighting Owls from Harford Community College. Batting first and playing center field will be a sophomore from Naples, Florida, number 11, Dylan Perry. Batting second and playing shortstop will be a sophomore from North Rockland, New York, number 7, Trey Cruz. Batting fourth and playing second base will be a sophomore from Somers Point, New Jersey, number 4, Brody Levin. Batting fourth and playing in left field will be a freshman from Ridgewood, New Jersey, number 17, Joey Pagano. Batting fifth and playing in right field will be a sophomore from Burke, Virginia, number 1, Quinn Madden. Batting sixth and playing first base will be a sophomore from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 36, Robert Buckley. Batting seventh and playing third base will be a sophomore from Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania, number 22, Randy Carlo. Batting eighth and serving as the designated hitter will be a freshman from Albany, New York, number 10, Jaden Waterman. And batting ninth and catching today for the Fighting Owls will be, 1 second, will be freshman number 34, John Rosario. The starting pitcher for the Fighting Owls today for Game 1 will be a sophomore from Laytonsville, Maryland, number 20, Doug Morose. Those are the Fighting Owls from Harford Community College. Now, let's meet the starting lineup for your CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. Batting first and playing center field will be a sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia, number 27, Angelo Ramirez. Batting second and playing out in right field, not his usual left field, will be the hometown kid out of Catonsville, Maryland, freshman number 17, Jalen Williams. Batting third and playing the shortstop position will be the Dust Devil, number 11, a sophomore from Bowie, Maryland, Moises Aristi Jr. Batting fourth and catching for the Cardinals today will be a sophomore out of Columbia, Maryland, number 25, Big T, Tony DeAngeli. Batting fifth and serving as the designated hitter will be a sophomore out of Maitland, Florida, number 16, Pete Howell. Batting sixth and playing first base for the Cardinals today will be a freshman out of Arnold, Maryland, number 22, Nick Sturgio. Batting seventh and playing in left field, making his first appearance in the outfield this season, will be a freshman from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, number 8, Alex Valdez. Batting eighth and playing third base will be a sophomore from Odenton, Maryland, number 3, Noah DeLuca. And batting ninth and playing second base will be a sophomore from North Arlington, New Jersey, number 5, Christian Chico Figueroa. The starting pitcher for the Cardinals today will be a freshman from Audubon, New Jersey, number 26, Sean Driscoll. We will be right back with the start of today's game. First pitch coming up in just a bit. We ask that you please sit back, relax, and enjoy some CCBC Catonsville baseball as the Cardinals take on the Fighting Owls from Harford. We'll be right back. simple. First of all, keep your eyes on the live stream. Make sure it's still active. Sometimes it does cut out, but it shouldn't today. To change the score, you just do that. Change the inning is right here. Change top and bottom of the inning is 2 arrows. Anytime a player gets on base, mark which base they're on, and right here is the count. Balls, strikes, outs. If you want to clear after they're all full, just hit that one here. That should be it. Every time you do something, hit upgrade. So it'll upgrade on the screen. Okay, so let's pull up a chair and you're all set.
because then they don't have to go into the YouTube. You know, they just like, oh, let me see the live stats.
Yeah, we got Taki, Old Bay, Ranch, Barbecue, Original Lobster. Which one do you have? Old Bay. Y'all got me hooked on these. I need them now. Let's see. Oh, salt and pepper. Yeah, that's still. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Yeah. They're fresh. They are top of Division One. Fresh off the Chuka World Series appearance. Damn. We're second in Division Two. So when you say it's gonna be fun, like a lot of offense or a lot of defense? It means good baseball.
You know, when you talk to him about this, Isaac, of when to hit the update, when not to, and all that.
Got it.
All right.
The more you hit update, the better. You know what? They're really hitting as much as the others do. Probably like the Old Bay ones don't hit down. They don't hit as much. They what? They don't hit like the other two. Yeah, you're right. You're a little stingy on the flavor. A lot of seasonal flavors. Huh? A lot of seasonal flavors. Right? I got a question, Isaac. Yeah. Yeah. So the ringer didn't go all the way down. That's what Larry was saying. Some kind of dent or something. I always wonder. Pistol Pete is always doing the live. No one else does it. He's the only one that does it. Thursday, you guys had it easy. It's a little boring. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just simple now. I'll be back Saturday, and then Saturday morning, Kate's like, nope, not happening. I'm like, then I was worried about today, the wind.
The wind last night was dry and wet.
Yeah.
Street.
I feel sorry for any sailboats that were sailing. Because they probably capsized. Keep watering them now.
Well, we welcome you back to the CCBC Catonsville Baseball Complex, where we're just getting set to get underway. The coaches are meeting at home plate with the umpires currently. Once again, head coach Dan Blue of the Cardinals is not here today. He's attending some personal business, so assistant coach and batting coach Justin Riggin will fill in as the head skipper for the Cardinals today. Head skipper for the Fighting Owls is... 1 second, that's pulling up my notes. Mr. Josh Hauser. He's joined by assistant coaches Mike Zolk, Jake Wyatt, and Tom Eller. Should be a fun one, folks. The top team in Division 1 of Region 20 in the Harford Owls, fresh off a JUCO World Series appearance, taking on the number 2 team in Division 2, the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. Cardinals will be wearing their black uniforms with white pants, white numbers, and red trim. And Harford will be wearing light blue with gray pants, navy numbers, or that may be black. No, that is navy. And white trim. 2 games scheduled for today, both 7 innings. Should be some fun. We've got a nice crowd out here today. This game, of course, was a late addition to the schedule. These 2 teams were scheduled to play back in mid-March, but due to violent winds that day, the games were rescheduled for today. It is quite windy out, chilly, cold up here in the press box. Everyone very much bundled up. But we're about to kick off the second half of the season, month 2 of the 2023 CCBC Catonsville baseball season, as the Cardinals try to pursue a Region 20 championship and Harford tries to get back to the JUCO World Series. And again, folks, remember, the big game that was supposed to be this weekend, Frederick versus Catonsville, has been rescheduled for the final home game of the regular season for the Cardinals. We're saving the best for last. Cardinals will take to the field, and let's go over the positions where they stand right now. Catching will be Tony D'Angeli. Nick Sturgio over at first. Chico at second. The Dust Devil, Moises Aristi over at shortstop. Noah DeLuca at third. And in the outfield, it'll be Angelo Ramirez, Alex Valdez, and Jalen Williams. The starting pitcher today for the Catonsville Cardinals will be one Sean Driscoll. 6 appearances this season with a perfect 3-0 record, including 4 game starts and 1 complete game pitched. He has an ERA of 6.11 and allows a batting average of .293. And he also has a lightning fast release. No other pitcher on the Cardinals roster pitches faster than Sean Driscoll does. And as we've seen this season, that can get batters a little discombobulated. They're not used to it. Leading off for the Fighting Owls will be number 11, Dylan Perry. On the season for Dylan, .250 batting average. He has made 48 at-bats with 12 hits, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 3 home runs, and 14 RBIs. So a very solid and dangerous batter to kick things off as we get underway with Game 1 of the Cardinals and the Fighting Owls. A fun one headed towards us today, folks. We welcome you to sit back, relax, and join us for some CCBC Catonsville baseball as Perry takes to the plate and we get underway with this doubleheader. First pitch is low, almost clips Perry's cleats. It'll be ball 1. Driscoll, he went, strike 1. And Perry looking for clarification on the strike zone there with the umpire. 1-1, pitch. Fouled away, strike 2. And a 1-2 hole here for Dylan Perry. Driscoll taking his time here between this pitch. 1-2 pitch, very fast. And it got past the catcher there for ball 2. 2-2 pitch. Chopped up. Aristi loses control of the ball, and it'll be a single. Unless we count that as an error by Aristi. We're going to count that as a single for now, unless we get clarification. Next up to the plate will be number 7, Trey Cruz, 323 batting average on the season with 20 hits, 6 doubles, 4 home runs, and 13 RBIs. A lot of powerful hitters in the Harford artillery here, as that one is just off of the zone for ball 1. Two and 0. Next pitch was low. Make that 3 and 0. As Perry almost left. That one on target, strike 1. Three and 1, make that 4 and 1. And 2 will be on here for the Fighting Owls. This will bring up next number 4, Brody Levin, 375 batting average on the season with 21 hits, 7 doubles, 1 triple, 4 home runs, and 16 RBIs. Another solid pitcher, as in the meantime, Perry's going to steal third. And pretty much uncontested, nobody really stopped him there. We've got runners on the corners now, and 1 runner in scoring position for Harford. Meanwhile, it is a 1-0 count for Levin. Levin smacks that one, ground ball. Aristi, he drops it again. 1 run is going to score. And Moises Aristi off to a tough start in this game. That's 2 straight ground balls he's dropped and allows Harford to take a 1-0 lead. Next up to the bat, number 17, Joey Pagano, a 378 batting average on the season with 17 hits, 6 doubles, 2 home runs, and 15 RBIs. Another dangerous batter for the Cardinals to face. And he gets faced with ball 1 to start things off. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the outfield for the Cardinals today, as they have Alex Valdez back there instead of a traditional outfielder. His first time playing outfield this season at home. There is strike 1, and it is a 1-1 count now for Pagano. Driscoll notably taking more time between his pitches than he did in his last start. That one got him down the middle, strike 2. And it is a 1-2 hole for Joey Pagano. Pitch. Did that hit him? It did. A wild pitch hits Pagano. He'll head to first. And runners are back. Well, check that. Not on the corners. It's a full house. Bases loaded for Harford. And this will bring up number 1, Quinn Madden. The most dangerous batter on the Owls with a 381 batting average, 24 hits, 8 doubles, 2 triples, 3 home runs, 20 RBIs. He is their MVP so far this season as he swings and misses for strike 1. Cardinals still have no outs. A 1 pitch. Here it comes. Knocked up foul. That's going to be strike 2. And Madden finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Driscoll's pitch outside, ball 1. One and 2. Pitch. Just a bit off of the zone. Strike. Check that. Ball 2. Count is evened up. Driscoll's pitch on target, strikes him out. And finally, the Cardinals get a little bit of momentum as they get the first out of the inning and the game. As this will now bring up number 36, Robert Buckley. 246 batting average on the season with 15 hits, 3 doubles, and 4 home runs, 25 RBIs. As he gets a shallow chopper, Driscoll will get it back to D'Angeli. That's 1 out. Was it a double play? It was a double play. A great play there by the Cardinals as Tony D'Angeli gets the out at home and throws to Nick Sturgio. 2 straight outs, and the Cardinals stem the bleeding. So they trail 1-0 as we exit the top of the first. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. We're headed to the bottom of the first. Now, starting pitcher for the Harford Fighting Owls will be number 20, Doug Morose. And if that name sounds familiar to anybody out there, that is because he is a transfer from Towson University, which happens to be this commentator's alma mater. Morose's season so far, he's made 5 appearances, 5 starts with a 1-2 record, a ERA of 5.48, holding his batters to an opposing average of 3.05. See that. Here are the defensive positions for the Harford Fighting Owls. Shout out to my stat guy Tommy for having this up for me. Rosario will be catching. It'll be Buckley at first, Levin at second, Cruz at shortstop, Carlo at third, and in the outfield, Pagano in left, Madden in right, and Perry in center field. And leading off for the Cardinals will be the most feared leadoff hitter in all of Region 20, the minister of the stolen base. Hailing out of Atlanta, Georgia, it's the center fielder, number 27, Angelo Ramirez. 360 batting average on the season so far for Jello with 32 hits, 6 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, and 6 RBIs. As a leadoff hitter, he doesn't get a lot of RBIs, but he has made plenty of contact.
Come on, Jello.
As we like to say here in Catonsville, it is Jello time. Morose first pitch on target, strike 1. Oh, 0-1 count. Swing, miss, and Jello finds himself in an early hole. That one outside just a bit, ball 1. One and 2. Pitch. Big smack up to the shortstop, bounces off the lip. He's going to make the catch, fires to first, and Jello will ground out to begin this contest. Up next for the Cardinals will be the leading player in batting average for the Cardinals this season, the hometown kid from right here in Catonsville, Maryland, number 17. It's J-Dub's Jalen Williams. 418 batting average on the season with 38 hits, 6 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run, and 31 RBIs. As he gets ball 1, he has emerged as one of the most prolific batters for the Cardinals this season. Did he go on that one? He did not. They're going to keep it at 2-0. Williams fouls that one off for strike 1. Williams, the freshman, really came out of nowhere this season. Two and 2. Mistake there, folks. We accidentally said that first strike was a ball. 2-2 record for Williams. Low. Catcher has to dive for it. And it's 3-2. A full count for Jalen Williams. Pitch. He will foul that one off. No harm done. 3-2 pitch. Williams smacks that one fair into right field. He will make it to first in a single for Jalen Williams. His 39th hit of the season. He's one away from 40. Now, speaking of big hitters for the Cardinals, let me introduce you to a player who has come out of nowhere this season. Another player, that is. Number 11, the Dust Devil, Moises Aristi Jr. 339 batting average on the season with 38 hits, 5 doubles, 2 triples, 3 home runs, and 34 RBIs. He and Williams have created quite the tag team as catcher drops that. Williams will stay at first, however. That'll be ball 1. Williams does have 6 stolen bases on the season. Keep that in mind. He's not the most prolific stealer for the Cardinals, that being Angelo Ramirez. Pitch swung on and missed, and Aristi will even up his count at 1-1 as the catcher lost track of the ball. Williams is going to make it to second. I think he lost it because it landed right on the line of the batter's box, and it kind of, as our scoreboard operator Bradley just mentioned, it blended in with the chalk. 1-1. Pitch. Low, ball 2. 1-2? Okay, 1-2, excuse me. Just a count there. 1-2. Burroughs keeping his eyes on Williams. Chopper from Aristi. That's going to get up to the shortstop. Can he beat him? He cannot, but that does get Williams into scoring position over at third. So, this will bring up next the catcher, Big T, Tony DeAngeli out of Columbia, Maryland. 359 batting average on the season, 23 hits, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs. DeAngeli is a solid contributor to this Cardinals team and a very, I'd say, dangerous player. You got to watch out for him. You never know what he's going to do, as we now have quick timeout. What just happened there? The umpire said something to the Catonsville bench. Is that pitch on target for strike 1? Swung on and missed strike 2. DeAngeli in a quick hole. Not what the Cardinals need to see right now. Pitch. Swung on and missed. And the catcher, they're going to say it was a dropped strike. The catcher does tag out DeAngeli. He wasn't even trying to get to first. He was just walking back to the dugout. That'll bring it into the first. The score 1-0 in favor of Hartford as we go to the second inning. Well, folks, as always here at CCBC Catonsville. See that? Always here at CCBC Catonsville, we like to give a quick shout out to everybody who works these games, to all of our full-time, part-time, and part-time staff members and our interns. Up with me today in our press box, running our overlay setting, we've got Roman, we got Tommy, our stat guru, running live stats, and we got Bradley operating the scoreboard. Game day administrator today is none other than our athletic director, Miss Leslie Ray. And we also got a couple members of the CCBC Catonsville softball team in attendance today watching the game. Remember, their next contest is coming up Tuesday. They don't get a spring break for some reason. They play Christendom College on the road on Tuesday and are also on the road Thursday. They'll be back at home against Anne Arundel next Saturday. Due up for Hartford is number 22, Randy Carlo, a .244 batting average on the season with 10 hits, 2 doubles, and 6 RBIs, with a slugging percentage of .293. I've not seen a lot of him this season, as he has made few appearances, has only started 12 games. So that is just about half of all of the games this season for Hartford. Big gust of wind coming through here, kicking up a lot of dust in the infield. The Cardinals, our groundskeepers, did a fantastic job of keeping the field in pristine condition following yesterday's rains. It looks fantastic. As there is strike 1 from Driscoll. Oh and 1. Driscoll's pitch is a high. It's going to be ball one. And a 1-1 record. Pitch. He smacks that one fair. They're going to say it was fair. It was right on the line. Carlo will try to make it to second. He will. It is a double for Randy Carlo. But that was close. It looked like that ball just landed on the line. They're going to say it was foul. Up next, number 10, Jaden Waterman, 429 batting average on the season. He has only made 4 appearances. This is actually his first start of the season, as Driscoll and D'Angeli having a quick discussion there. Waterman's season so far, he has had 3 hits, 1 double, and 4 RBIs. Again, he has only made 4 appearances, and this is his first ever start. Driscoll will balk there. I think he thought Driscoll was, not Driscoll, excuse me, I think Carlo was going to try and take off from second. As Waterman gets a little grounder, DeLuca scoops it up, fires it to Nick Sturgio for the first out. Good play there, the DeLuca-Sturgio connection, we like to say, when those two are playing on the corners. They are tough to beat. So, this will bring up number 34, John Rosario. 267 batting average on the season, 8 hits, 1 double, and 5 RBIs. Another player who hasn't really played a lot. He's only made 13 appearances. He swings and misses for strike 1. Oh and 1. Chopper hit the lip, bounced up. Aristi makes the catch. Will fire to first. It's going to be close. They got him on the tag. What a play by Nick Sturgio, the big cat at first base, getting it done. And that's 2 outs for the Cardinals. Hell of a throw there by Moises Aristi Jr. And nice to see him get a play there after that difficult top of the first. As this will bring up Dylan Perry as we're back to the top of the order for Hartford. Did I say Hartford? I meant Harford. Putting a T in there that doesn't belong. Driscoll's first pitch will be hit liner. Oh, right into the glove of Noah DeLuca. What a play. And the Cardinals, after giving up a double, get 3 quick outs. And we are headed to the bottom of the second. That was, I'll repeat what my scoreboard operator Bradley just said. That was a beautiful play by Noah DeLuca. Wow. Well, while we let Harford get set up for the bottom of the second, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
To answer your question, sir, I did.
Hey, you almost stepped out of bounds when they showed the replay.
I know.
He was real close.
What do you guys think is going to win?
Today in the women's?
Well, yeah, we know who's going to win. I'm sorry. Kaylin Clark. I will make the argument. Kaylin Clark.
She's a sexy bitch.
She's a lesbian and is not interested in you.
Oh, darn.
Kaylin Clark could play at the men's level. I'm just saying. Put her in the men's level. See what happens. She played in the men's level in high school because there was like no women's team available and like where she was from. It was rec league in the men's level, and she played so well that the parents asked for her to be removed because she was embarrassing all their boys.
God damn.
I think put her in the G League squad. See what happens. Just do it. See what would happen. But no, I have Iowa and UConn winning. UConn has just been blowing everyone out in every game they've played.
That's a good. I like that take.
Yeah. By the way, Tommy, this is the type of racing we're dealing with. Going around in circles. Jack where you can't pass.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Catonsville Cardinals will be number 16, Pistol Pete Howell out of Maitland, Florida. As he gets fed a low pitch for ball 1. Howell's season so far, 333 batting average with 10 hits, 2 doubles, 1 home run, and 9 RBIs. As he smacks that one up to the second fielder. Should be a quick out, and it will. Good contact there by Howell, but not enough contact to get it back past the infield. As now, this will bring up the player who made a couple of big saves in that last inning, number 22. His teammates call him Snacks. We call him the Big Cat. It's the freshman out of Arnold, Maryland, number 22, Nick Sturgio. as he gets a ball. The catcher drops it. Sergio's season so far, .219 batting average with 16 hits, 3 doubles, 4 home runs, and 20 RBIs. He's also hit not 1 but 2 grand slams. Very dangerous batter. Very similar to like one of the big, as he gets put in a 2-0 hole, very similar to some of the big power hitters that you would see in the late 90s in the MLB. It's kind of stocky build as he knocks a ground ball to the third baseman. That will go foul. He will not be able to make it to first. That Harford infield is tough. You've got to hit it past them. That's the only way the Cardinals are going to get some runs on the board here, it looks like. Next up, one of the Catonsville's international players coming out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, number 8, Alex Valdez. .221 batting average on the season with 15 hits as he swings and misses there. 14 doubles. Excuse me, 4 doubles. Not 14. 1 triple, 2 home runs, and 14 RBIs, including a grand slam, as he has swung and missed twice. It's been a good year for Valdez. He's played outfield today. As he hits a liner, bounces off the lip. He might be able to get there in time. He will not. So it's 3 up, 3 down. Harford's pitching and infielders put on a show, and it remains a 1-0 game as we head to the 3rd inning. The lip there on the infield is really playing some havoc with the Catonsville batters. Well, folks, if you're interested in the inner workings of CCBC Catonsville Athletics and want to know more about your favorite athletic staff members, your favorite players, and your favorite coaches, we've got just the show for you. Inside the Nest, but with Isaac Donsky, is the brand new podcast here at CCBC Catonsville with new episodes each month, which will detail the inner workings of CCBC Catonsville Athletics. You'll get to hear all the updates about your favorite teams, what they're up to with final scores. You'll get interviews with some of your favorite coaches, such as former Catonsville head coach Great White of the basketball team and our new athletic director, Leslie Ray, in our latest episode. And you'll get some on-location spurts where we will talk to athletes in the heat of the moment after or before some of their games. That's Inside the Nest. New episodes streaming live on CCBC Catonsville's YouTube page with links to individual episodes on our website. Inside the Nest with Isaac Donsky, your go-to source of information on the world of CCBC Catonsville Cardinals athletics. It'll be Sean Driscoll back on the mound here as we start the 3rd inning. Sun is not really helping today. It is a cold day today, as it will be Trey Cruz starting things off. It is a cloudless day. The sky's completely cloudless, as Cruz will foul that one away right below our camera. 0-1 count. It is cold. There is a nice breeze coming through, and I got to say the cold temperatures, I will say this, as there is ball 1. The one good thing to having cold temperatures is that it keeps the temperature down on all of our electronics up here in our press box, as there's another outside pitch for ball 2. We have an open-air press box here, which does lead to us having to bundle up for these games, but it also leads to the temperatures, as there is strike 2, evens up the count. It does lead to the temperature rising on some of our equipment sometimes, and we did have one game a couple of weeks ago against Essex, our rival. So we'll hold off as that one is popped up into shallow center field, actually deep center field, excuse me. Ramirez is back. He makes the out. That's one away. And as I was saying, we had a game against CCBC Essex where our Wi-Fi port actually overheated, which resulted in our broadcast going dead. So it is nice to have colder temperatures in that regard. It keeps our equipment from overheating. As this will now bring up Brody Levin, and he hits a fly ball. Chico calls for it, makes the catch, and that's 2 quick outs for the Cardinals. I gotta stop spending so much time talking about our equipment, focus on the game here. The Cardinals getting a good defensive stand here. Driscoll serving up some easily hittable pitches that have kind of just floated up. Well, number 17, Joey Pagano up next. First pitch, he lines that one. Chico grabs it, will fire to Sturge. He's got it. 3 up, 3 down. The Cardinals with a big inning as we head to the bottom of the 3rd, and now Catonsville can pick up right where they left off and try to get some runs on the board. We'll be right back.
Get the ball and go. in 30 minutes.
Oh, damn. I hope we win. No, dude. Ryan McKenny, or McKenna, he should have caught that ball for that third out, and the game should have been over. We should have won.
It wasn't a great pitch from Bautista either, but he shouldn't have been in that situation.
No. No.
It was 100 right down the middle.
That was a routine fly out. And then that big bomb at the end.
All I'm hearing is typical Orioles fans complaining.
The Orioles game yesterday?
For what year? $200 million spent pitching isn't enough either.
Hey,
He's not the best looking guy.
Tom.
Okay?
Yeah.
right here.
The 8th inning, there was a routine fly out for the third out.
We'll
Game
see you
would've
next
been
weekend.
over. Freaking hit the ball. I was like, damn.
Leading off here in the bottom of the third will be Noah DeLuca for the Cardinals. Very patient batter this season as he gets pitch one and fouls it off. 229 on the season so far with 11 hits, 2 home runs, and 12 RBIs. He was a very patient batter last year, but this year has shown a lot more aggression, and it's led to him having a better season. 0-1, and he smashes that one up into center field. Back it goes. Center fielder calls for it, makes the catch on one knee, and that's one quick out. As we look like we're due for a pitching duel here, as both Morose and Driscoll are pitching have pitched some excellent innings so far. Up next for the Cardinals will be Chico out of North Arlington, New Jersey. It is Christian Figueroa, 242 batting average on the season with 8 hits, 2 triples, 1 home run, and 11 RBIs. And his first pitch, he smacks that one up. Will it get down? No, it won't. Right fielder makes the catch, and that's 2 quick outs. This might set the record for the fastest third inning we've ever had here at CCBC Catonsville, as that's 2 quick outs, and we're back to the top of the order. It's Jello time. Angelo Ramirez will try to get something going for the Cardinals here. First pitch on the money, strike one. Like we said before, a pitching duel seems to be imminent. Jello, little chopper. They're going to say it landed behind the line before it bounced fair. That's a foul ball, and strike 2. An 0-2 hole here for Angelo Ramirez, as he takes a couple steps afterwards. In our last broadcast, Jello actually got hit. First at bat of the game, very hard around the pelvic area. He was able to walk it off and score later on that in that same inning, but he did end up getting pulled from the game, I think just to rest up. 0-1. 0-2, excuse me. Jello smashes that one up into center field back. Well, 3 up, 3 down. It is a pitcher's duel, ladies and gentlemen, as we will head to the 4th, approaching the halfway point of game 1. It's 1-0 Harford. We'll be right back.
Who crashed? Oh, Soto. Is it just one car, or is it oh boy? Oh. It's a hard hit.
Good ball, boy. You gonna mix them now?
Hell yeah.
Old Bay and original?
These things.
Yeah, basketball, we can't eat seeds.
Oh, we could.
Leading off here in the top of the 4th, and this pitcher's duel will be number 1, Quinn Madden, as he smashes that one up into right field. Right fielder chasing it down. Oh, it landed fair. Williams wasn't able to get there in time, and it's going to be a double for Quinn Madden. That was ugly. As Driscoll served up a meatball there. Quinn Madden got a nice piece of it as he is getting his batting equipment taken off there by one of the coaches. He will head back to second. Number 36, John Rosario up next. As chilly winds continue to come through. Catonsville's been out hit 4-1 so far in this first game. Rosario, big smash up into left field. Back. Valdez lost track of where it was. It rolls back to the wall. Madden is going to come home and score. An RBI double for John Rosario, and Harford leads it 2-0. Buckley? Excuse me, I had the wrong name. That's Robert Buckley. I was accidentally saying number 34. That's John Rosario. It's number 36, Robert Buckley. Excuse me. But, regardless, that is Buckley's 26th RBI of the season. He leads the team, as this now brings up number 22, Randy Carlo. He had a double in his first at bat. He swings and misses. That's strike one. Appreciate the shout out, the assistance there from my stat guy and spotter, Tommy, who pointed out I had the wrong number there. Thank you, Tommy. 0-1. Pitch. Carlo gets a good piece of that, knocks it back. It will go foul, though, and an 0-2 hole. Oh, and 2 for Carlo. Pitch. And he will foul that one away. And that one lands all the way across the street behind us. Oh, and 2. Pitch. Low, ball 1. There's another big gust of wind coming up. Carlo, ground ball. DeLuca makes the catch. He will fire to first for Sturgio and gets the out. This will bring up next number 10, Jaden Waterman. Interestingly enough, Waterman has what looks to be a golden colored shield arm guard. I've never seen an arm guard that color, as he gets strike one from Driscoll. Oh, and 1. Swung on and missed. As it is an 0-2 hole. Pitch low. They're going to say ball 1, 1-2. Pitch. Nearly dropped by D'Angeli. That's ball 2. Evens up the count. Two pitch. On target, he strikes him out. That is 2 away here for the Cardinals, as this will now bring up number 34, John Rosario. So this is John Rosario. We were a bit ahead, as he will try to bring Buckley home. First pitch, strike 1. Good start. Oh, 1 pitch. Bit low, ball 1. One and 1. Ground ball smacked up. Aristi makes the catch, fires to first. Got it. So the Cardinals do allow a run to score. It's 2-0, and they will have another chance to try and get the lead here, or at least just get some runs on the board as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Hey, we're halfway through game one. It's a quick game going by so far, quick pitcher's duel. We'll be right back.
Trying to sweet talk her into enclosing this somehow.
Oh.
Like some kind of plastic or something.
Their pitcher's only pitched 32.
Don't look now, but Doug Morose has only pitched 32 pitches so far as he faces Jalen Williams. Inside ball one, wind picking up. Ooh, it is cold. Morose scores the transfer from Towson University. As there is strike one. 1-1 for Williams. Inside ball two. And a 2-1 count. Pitch. Off target. I think the wind may have gotten a piece of that one, as it's a big gust coming through here. Anytime there's a lot of wind, folks, us up in the press box kind of get a little shock of PTSD. Remember our softball home opener, just extreme winds all day as Williams smashes that one up into right field. It will be caught. And that's the first out. Harford's fielding right now has been impeccable. Let's see if Moises Aristi can get something going. We call him the Dust Devil because he always puts his body on the line for every play. You'll always see him down in the dirt, whether it's diving for a ball or diving for a base, and as a result, his uniform has a permanent shade of brown on it, as he almost got hit there. What a no. Pitch. Did he go? They're gonna say he did. That's strike one. That was close. 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One-two pitch. Aristi is struck out, and that's two quick outs. As this will bring up Tony DeAngeli, trying to get something going for the Cardinals here. Cardinals just haven't been able to figure out Harford's pitching in this game, as there is ball one. A tough outing so far for Catonsville. 1-0 pitch on target, strike one. Did he go? No, they're going to say he did not. That's ball two, and a 2-1 count now. And now a smack by D'Angeli. Ground ball, second baseman. Got through his legs. D'Angeli will make it to first. And finally, something positive here for the Cardinals as this brings up Pete Howell. The wind really picking up now. See if Howell can change things up for the Cardinals here. Low pitch, ball one, and Howell shaking his head almost as if to say, I should have swung on it. Pitch. Howell, ground ball. D'Angeli dodges away from it. It's a single for Pete Howell. 2 on. And this will now bring up Nick Sturgio for the Cardinals. First pitch on target, strike 1. Cardinals have 2 outs already. Trying to escape the situation with Harford. At least get 1 run on the board. Just to let them know we're here. We're ready to fight. Morose's pitch swung on. I think the tip of Sturgio's bat actually hit the umpire there. 0-2. Pitch high, ball 1. The pitch. Did he go? No, he did not. Ball 2 evens up the count. Two and 2. Pitch. Did he go? No, he did not. It's a full count. Second straight time the umpires made that ruling. And the Cardinals 3 and 2. This is right where they want to be, I think. Full count. Sturgio fouls it away. Remains a full count, 3 and 2. Burroughs keeping his eyes on second. Runners are going to go. Sturgio smacks that one up. It is not going to hit grass. Instead, it is caught by the center fielder, and that'll do it for the 4th. So we will head to the 5th. It remains 2-0 in favor of the Fighting Owls as Catonsville trying desperately here to get something going. We will be right back. leading off this inning for Harford will be number 11, Dylan Perry. As Driscoll's first pitch is low and in the dirt. Got about 3 more innings to go here as Catonsville trying to keep this pitching duel alive. They've given up just 2 runs. They've been out hit 5-2. There is strike 1 for Perry. One and one pitch. Perry chops it foul. And it's a 1-2 count. Pitch. He will smack that one up, maybe playable. And if you heard that bang that landed on top of our broadcast booth, that'll wake you up. It's a 1-2 count here for Dylan Perry. He looked, and it really didn't go. Ball 2. 2-2 for Perry. Chopper right into the, oh, no, behind, out, through the legs of Noah DeLuca. And that will allow Perry to advance to first. This will now bring up number 7, Trey Cruz. And that is going to be chalked up as an error on the Cardinals. So both teams now with an error apiece. As Harford leads 2-0. Driscoll's first pitch. Outside, ball 1. One-0. Low, ball 2. Two-0 pitch. D'Angeli actually dropped it for a second. They were watching Perry to see if he tried to make a move. Perry has not, well, that time he did. Perry has 11 stolen bases this season, and he has made it on all 11 attempts, too. As there's an attempted pickoff of Perry at first. Cardinals keeping their eyes on him. Psychologically, he's trying to get in the head of Driscoll. Distract him from throwing it to Trey. Strike 2. Count evened up for Trey Cruz. Two and 2. Driscoll again keeping his eyes on Perry. Perry will go. Swung. No, he will hang back and hold firm. And the reason for that is that Cruz swings and misses. That is the first out. This will now bring up to the plate number 4, Brody Levin. Making his 3rd appearance at the plate today. First pitch, high. D'Angeli has to jump up to grab it. Ball 1. One and 0. And they're going to give a balk to Driscoll. That's the second time. That one fouled for strike 1. So they gave a balk there to Driscoll. Apologies for the stoppage of commentary there. We were trying to figure out what that was. So it is a 1-1 count here for Brody Levin. As now another stoppage. D'Angeli calling for a defensive timeout. Driscoll will throw, gets away for D'Angeli, and that will allow Perry to make it to third. So now a runner on third. As time is called. Driscoll is struggling just a tad here in this top of the fifth. 2-1 count. Pitch. Line drive up into left center field. It will land in grass. Perry will score. It's 3-0 off an RBI single from Brody Levin. Joey Pagano, number 17, up next as the Cardinals now trail by 3 runs. They have been out hit 6-2. It has been a difficult game so far for Catonsville. Pitch is low, just a bit off target. That'll be ball 1. Driscoll's pitch. Grounded up, gets past Aristi, gets past DeLuca, up into left field. That's 2 on. As this will now bring up Quinn Madden, number 1, as Harford tries to extend their lead. And believe it or not, folks, over in the Harford bullpen, they have a cardboard cutout of Quinn Madden's head. You kind of see those at some sporting events. Yeah, they have one of those. And now the umpire just came over and told them they can't be using that. Well, how about that? As now, head skipper Justin Riggin wants to come out and discuss things over with Driscoll. Well, we had a very fast-paced game through the first 4 innings, but this 5th inning has kind of dragged on for a bit. As they're going to talk things over with Driscoll. Cardinals do have a handful of pitchers warming up in the bullpen in case they need to bring in a reliever, and they may have to because Driscoll has struggled here in this 5th inning. They do have some. They're going to leave Driscoll in there for now, but I think this is going to be his last inning. In the meantime, so again, folks, there was a cardboard cutout of Quinn Madden's head that the Harford bullpen was parading around, and one of the umpires came over and said, "You can't have that prop," and gave them a warning. Interesting. Driscoll's first pitch, Madden smacks it up into left center field. Ramirez coming underneath it. He will make the play. That is out number 2, and the runners will remain on first and second. As this will now bring up number 36, Robert Buckley, and that time we got the name right after we accidentally attributed him to the wrong player last time out. Let's see if Buckley can extend the lead here for Harford as they lead 3-0 over Catonsville. And they will, they almost. It's going to be a reset for Driscoll as he looked like he was trying to pick off the runner at second. Pitch. Way outside, got away for the catcher. Runners are going to stay. They looked like they wanted to go, but D'Angeli was quick to pick it up. One and 0. The pitch. Chopped up. This could be playable. Chico's on it, fires it to Sturge, and that'll do it. So the Cardinals give up yet another run. They trail 3-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Catonsville desperate for runs. Well, folks, the action will be on pause here for the next week as it is spring break here at CCBC Catonsville, but don't you worry. There is still plenty of action this week in another stick and ball sport. CCBC Catonsville softball has not one but 2 away games this week. And they kick off their spring break road trip with a trip to Christendom College on Tuesday. And you will be able to catch them live Saturday here as they face off against Allegheny College. That should be a fun one. Cardinals looking to try and break into the top of the Region 20 standings so that they can attend the Region 20 tournament that they're hosting. It should be a fun one. Lady Cardinals, of course, coming off a tough sweep at the hands of Chesapeake on Friday. A couple of tough games for the Cardinals, but they're looking to get back on track. Meanwhile, for baseball, after this, their next match is Saturday as well, as they are on the road against Allegheny. So the Lady Cardinals will have Allegheny at home. Cardinals baseball will have Allegheny on the road. That's the next broadcast here, CCBC Catonsville Cardinals Network. As leading off this inning will be the left fielder, Alex Valdez, out of Santo Domingo. First pitch is on target. That's strike one. Morose has pitched a near flawless game. He has allowed 2 hits. But outside of that, nearly perfect. As, ooh, that one clipped Valdez on the elbow. He fires his bat backward. There was a little bit of anger there by Valdez about getting hit. As this will bring up Noah DeLuca. Here's a fun trivia fact for you Catonsville fans out there. What does Noah DeLuca have in common with Morgan Gross from CCBC Catonsville softball? The answer? They share the same walk-up song. The only 2 players to do that. First pitch, DeLuca will foul it away. And there should be a little bit of an asterisk on there because softball, they switch their walk-up songs for every other at bat. So, but technically one of Morgan Gross's walk-up songs is the same as Noah DeLuca's. Baseball, they keep theirs the same, although Jalen Williams has switched his a couple times this season. Ball 1, and the catcher made a good move there to keep his eyes on Valdez out at first. Now Valdez can steal. He has 2 stolen bases this season, and you can tell that Morose is keeping his eyes peeled on him. On target, strike 2. One and 2 count for Noah DeLuca. And DeLuca had some big hits in the last series against PG County, which helped Catonsville get the sweep there. Pitch, DeLuca will foul it off. And that will go back and land somewhere behind us. We ought to keep track of how many times the car gets hit back there, as there are several fans who do park their cars down there, and you will get your car dented if you park it back there behind the stadium. Pitch, DeLuca swings and misses. That is strike 3. And that'll be the first out for the Cardinals. As next up will come Chico, Christian Figueroa. Interesting story about Chico. Back on Thursday, Cardinals are playing Prince George's, and it's opening day for the MLB. Talking with some of the players who were asking what the scores were since we were keeping track of them. And Christian Figueroa dropped this little tidbit. He played high school ball as he goes for a bunt and bunts it foul. Valdez is going to take off, and he's going to steal second. Good steal by Valdez. To finish that story, Chico revealed that while he was in high school, he played high school ball against Yankees starting shortstop Anthony Volpe. Chico, of course, coming from North Arlington, New Jersey, played ball against Anthony Volpe. He is a Yankees fan after all. All fun little tidbits you find out about the players. 0-1 pitch. There is strike 2. Been a tough day for Chico so far. He was one of several players who had their first at bat shortened by flying out. Cardinals need some hits here. They've been out hit by 5. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Harford's pitching is putting on a show here today, as this will bring up Angelo Ramirez to try and get something going for the Cardinals. He's had a difficult day today. Valdez taking a big lead off of second. And Jello will knock it fair. It'll be a track meet. He won't get there in time. First baseman makes the play. And we will head to the 6th. 2 more innings to go. Cardinals trailing 3-0. It's been a rough one. Now, do we have a pitching change? It looks like we do. Coming in now to pitch for the Cardinals as Sean Driscoll's day is done is number 4, Jason Kowalski.
This win is, oh my God. I feel like I'm on the Titanic right now.
6 appearances on the season for Kowalski with a 1-1 record. He does have 1 complete game and 1 shutout and 1 save. A ERA of 8.66 holds his opposing batters to a batting average of .313. Kowalski, back against SUNY Orange earlier this season, pitched the 9th no-hitter in CCBC Catonsville history. Now, granted, that was only in 5 innings because the Cardinals mercy ruled the Orange. But still, it's impressive regardless. Kowalski was actually in the booth with us for our last broadcast against Prince George's County. Very fun and enjoyable young man to talk to. And he's going to try and come in here and get the job done. Kowalski, he does have 1 start on the season. That was the no-hitter he pitched. As he is going to try here to save the day for the Cardinals. The Cardinals have been out-hit 7-2. It's been a lack of hits that have been their Achilles heel. They also, just the last inning, they struggled to get the Fighting Owls away. Leading off this inning for Harford will be number 22, Randy Carlo. And Kowalski's first pitch is a tad bit low, 1-0. I had a funny moment with Kowalski in the booth the other day while we were broadcasting our PG game, as his next pitch is shot up over the head of Aristi into left field. And that'll be a single. These Harford batters just relentless. That story with Kowalski, he was helping us up in the booth, helping us man the scoreboard, and fellow pitcher Patrick Bauer came up right in front of the booth to recover a loose ball. Kowalski said, "Hey Pat, let me know. Pat, let me know if you guys need me to pitch today." And Patrick kind of jokingly looked at him and said, "Nah, you got to figure that out on your own," and then smiled and walked away. A little funny moment here. This is number 10. Jaden Waterman up next as he fouls off his first pitch. For strike 1 is Kowalski. Oh, did they get him? No. Or did they? They did get him. Kowalski picks off Carlo at first with a great assist there from the first baseman, Nick Sturgio. How about that? 0-1 pitch. There is strike 2. Kowalski heating up here. 0-2. Pitch. That one popped foul. It remains an 0-2 count. Pitch. That one outside just a tad. It'll be ball 1. 1-2. Kowalski's pitch swung on and missed. Making my voice crack out here. Great start from Jason Kowalski. That's 2 outs for the Cardinals. Getting back into that groove as this will bring up next number 34, John Rosario. First pitch on target, strike 1. Pitch. He will slap the one up, hits the lip. Aristi makes a great catch, fires to Sturge. He's got it. And the Cardinals getting back into their groove as they have a great start to the 6th. We head to the bottom of the 6th now. Can the Bats wake up and start getting some runs? We will find out in just a second as we will be right back.
IndyCar is already half over. Newgarden has been dominating.
Somebody just said,
Wonderful. Wonderful analysis, Bradley. No one else heard that. Get more creative with your slurs, guys. Come on.
Hopefully the mic didn't pick that up.
It's muted. If it did pick it up, I apologize.
Just like that, we're back.
Leading off this inning for the Cardinals will be Jalen Williams as Doug Morose continues to pitch well. And Williams, good chopper to start things, bounces out of the shortstop's hand. He will make it to first. And a good start for Catonsville as Jalen Williams gets a single there. Are we going to count that as a single or an error?
I put a hit because you can't. I mean, it was the ground. It wasn't him.
That's kind of contested between our booth members whether that was a single or an error. Regardless, the Dust Devil, Moises Aristi, is up next. Try to give the Cardinals some life. One on. Got away from the catcher. Williams is going to stay at first. Williams is second among all Cardinals players in stolen bases with 6. Number 1 is, well, you know who, Angelo Ramirez, the minister of the stolen base, with 26. 1-0 count. Pitch on target. That's strike 1. One and one. Pitch. Aristi with a grounder. Could be a double play. It will. 2 quick outs there by Harford as they get a huge double play. As this brings up Tony DeAngeli.
Ay, ay, ay. You guys are good.
It has been a rough game so far for the Cardinals. They just can't seem to get anything going. Trailing 3-0. First pitch to DeAngeli is on target, a strike, and he knew it. DeAngeli showing some obvious frustration there, throwing his head back. 0-1. Excuse me, folks. Tried to mute my mic in time, wasn't able to. Apologies if you picked that up. 1-1. Make that 1-2, that one on target. DeAngeli will knock that one right into the glove of the first baseman, and that will do it for the 6th. One more inning to go. Catonsville trails 3-0. They just cannot seem to get any hits. We're going to the 7th, and we will be right back.
I know. Our field. We've got to do something about our field.
I thought they did a good job, but apparently not.
Because if you think about it, that's where the errors are coming from.
You cover it with the tarp, it doesn't get wet for the games, but then also never gets any water. Then it's like dry.
Yeah. Because if you take away the errors, they might not have 3.
Newgarden lost the lead to O'Ward. I need this to finish up so I can catch the start of the Yankees-Giants game. No. I'm still gonna watch, but like, Motorsports is number one on my list of sport. That takes precedence. Except yesterday. Yesterday baseball did. That was a one time.
Final inning of game one here, which has been only about an hour long. We're just over the 1 hour mark. It has been a quick game. We're probably going to get out of here really early today. Jason Kowalski on the mound, and his first pitch is a swing and a miss for the leadoff hitter, number 11, Dylan Perry. As I probably just jinxed us all by saying that, my apologies. That slipped through. As there is strike two for Perry. As Perry looking kind of frustrated with the umpire over the strike zone. So far, Catonsville just hasn't been hitting this game, and that has been the big issue. As there's ball one, bounces away from D'Angeli. And what can they do to mend that? Well, my best thing, I would say, get ready for game two. Forget game one happened. The Cardinals still will have a winning record, as that almost got into Perry, and Kowalski points to himself saying it's my fault. We were commenting earlier between the innings on how the quality of the field may be a reason for the Cardinals' struggles. The lip between the grass and the dirt, as that's a deep smack by Perry. It will go foul. It does stay within the field, though. As I was saying, the field quality is a little concerning. The grass is a little higher than usual, just a little bit, and I think that may be causing some of the issues with the errors for the Cardinals. If it weren't for a bunch of errors, this game probably would be scoreless right now. 2-2 count for Perry. Of course, game two coming up about 30 minutes after this one ends, as Perry has to pull a matrix move to get away from that ball, and it is a full count. As that one is low for ball four, and Perry will stroll over to first. Is that the first walk we've seen today? I think there was one earlier. Yes, there was one earlier. This is the first walk we've seen in a while. As next up, it will be Trey Cruz trying to keep things going here for Harford. And that pitch is on target for strike one. I tell you, Kowalski is a solid pitcher. I remember that no-hitter he had was one of the highlights of the season for the Cardinals. Can tighten things up here, get Catonsville a couple of quick outs. Give them a chance to try and win this thing with their bats. There's a swing and a miss, strike two. And Cruz is in an 0-2 hole. Oh and 2. Kowalski will try to pick off Perry. No luck there. The Cardinals, statistically speaking, the Cardinals, they have a better shot of picking off their opponents at first when Nick Sturgio is playing first. Keep that in mind, as that one is knocked fair down the right field line by Cruz. They will try to get Perry out at third. They overthrew. No, Perry is going to come home. A throwing mistake. Cruz is going to make it to third. It was a mistake by Jalen Williams. He threw it. It overshot Noah DeLuca. It landed in the Catonsville bullpen, and it's 4-0. And honestly, at this point, the only thing you could say is that this is just not this game. Scratch this one from the record. The Cardinals, they still will have won 10 of their last 13 games, but it does not look like at the moment they're going to win this one with those mistakes. First pitch, diving away from it is Brody Levin. He has to be careful. That's a 1-0 count here. Kowalski taking a couple deep breaths, steadying himself. His pitch is on target, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Harford batters getting a little bit greedy here, trying to bump up the score. This is their last chance to do so. 1-2 pitch, make that 2-2. That was outside. And the count is evened up here for Harford. Fouled off, no harm done. So looping foul went right over the head of catcher, umpire, and batter as Tony DeAngeli will just stroll back to pick it up. Kowalski's pitch is knocked up, lined up. They're going to say it was fair. Another run is going to score. It's going to be an RBI double. No, they got him at second. What a throw by Alex Valdez to Christian Figueroa. They get the batter out at second, but a run does score, so it remains 5-0. Cardinals have now been out hit by 7 hits, 10-3. As Joey Pagano comes up next. As he gets strike 1. Still just 1 out. Cardinals need 2 more outs, and then they'll try to go back on offense. Pagano shoots that one up into center field. Jello wasn't able to get there in time, and they're going to let him have a single. As this will bring up Quinn Madden. Bullpen noticeably more quiet this time after their little theatrics earlier. We've had some really funny umpire moments this season, folks, through the first half of the season. We can talk about some of those later in game number 2, as that is fouled off. We've had today's incident where the umpire gave a warning to the bench for the cardboard cutout. We had the infamous I Speak Spanish incident from a couple games ago. As there is strike 2 and a 0-2 count here for Quinn Madden. For those who weren't aware, I believe it was CCBC Essex. A couple of their players were trash talking in Spanish, and the umpire gave them a warning saying, I speak Spanish, as Madden smashes that one up into left center field. Ramirez is back. He will make the catch. That is out number 2.
Wait, what? What happened there? I gotta hear this.
So this will bring up number 36, Robert Buckley. Last chance here, last out for Harford in game 1 as they try to extend their lead even more. First pitch, got away for the catcher. Runner will take second. Man, the Cardinals have just looked jittery today. Just jittery, unfocused. It's a shame, too. I want us to wonder if the cold weather has had any impact on this. The weather yesterday was beautiful, warm until the rains came. Today it's been frigid winds through. As Kowalski will reset. Pitch. Low, ball 2. And a 2-0 count for Buckley. Wind really picking up here. Pitch. Buckley smashes that one back into right field. It's gone. A 2-run home run for Robert Buckley makes it 7-0. As he sent that one spiraling over the right field wall. And that makes it now 7-0 with the score now reflecting the hits. Cardinals have been out hit 12-3. And after only giving up 3 runs through the first 6 innings, they've given up 4 now. As Kowalski's first pitch to Randy Carlo, is strike 1. Oh and 2. 1-1. I said 0-2 earlier. I meant second pitch. That's 1-1 now. Excuse me. 1-1 pitch. Carlo knocks it up through the gap into right field. He will single. And he may have been able, looked like a second, he might try and take a little extra as Williams fumbled the ball over in right. As this will now bring up Jaden Waterman to keep up the rally. I guess that's not the right term to use there. The right word, I guess. Waterman fouls that one off into the catch fence. For strike one. It's not really a rally, it's more like a flurry of runs. Excuse me. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Waterman, his hit will get through Moises Aristi. They're going to try it, get Carlo at third. No, they won't. Runners on the corners. The onslaught continuing here as this will now bring up as we wait to see who it is. Hang on 1 second. It is number 34. That's John Rosario. Outside pitch, ball one. 1-0. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. There's strike two. Did he swing? They're going to say it's a dropped strike. And that will be the last out. So we'll head to the bottom of the seventh. 7-0. Cardinals have been out hit 13-3. They're down to their last chance. We will be right back. As, oh, hold on, we do have a, looks like a pitching change. Do we have a pitching change? No, we do not. So Doug Morosh will pitch a complete game, it looks like. We will take a break and be right back. Almost the entire field. Ever since Takuma Sato's crash on lap 50, they have been green since, and there's less than 90 to go. 250 lap race. He's just been putting on a ridiculous pace. Yeah. Anything can happen. So IndyCar races outside of the Indy 500 are usually really short. Like they're sprints. Right around them trees. So Doug Morosh trying to finish off a complete game. Pete Howell will try and save the day for the Cardinals or get a rally started as Catonsville trails 7-0 here in the bottom of the seventh in game one of this doubleheader. First pitch is on target for strike one.
Make him throw.
1-1. Low, ball 2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count for Howell. Pitch. That one outside, ball 3, and it's a full count for Pistol Pete. Full count pitch. On target, strikes him out looking. And that is one away for the Cardinals, as this will bring up the big cat, Nick Sturgio. His walk-up song is Superhero by Future. First pitch. Low, ball 1. Good eye from Sturge. Pitch. Swings and misses. There's strike 1. Pitch. And he will chop that one foul as it rolls down to the Catonsville bullpen. 2-1 for Nick Sturgio. That one close. Harford, they wanted a strike. They're going to get a ball. 2-2. Sturgio smashes it. Liner right into the glove of the third baseman, and that's 2 outs. That's about the 3rd or 4th time today that that's happened, as the last hope for the Cardinals will be Alex Valdez. Harford definitely showing why they were able to get to the JUCO World Series last year. This has been nearly flawless. Valdez smashes that one up into center field. Center fielder is back, and that will do it. Harford wins game 1, 7-0. An embarrassing performance for the Cardinals as they're out hit by 10 hits. We do have a second game coming up, folks, so there is a chance for Catonsville to get redemption. But in the meantime, big ups go to Doug Morose, starting pitcher for Harford, who pitches a complete game shutout. That's not bad at all. Harford will advance to 15-11 on the season. The Cardinals will drop to 17-13. And with that, we're going to end today's broadcast. Don't worry, we will have Game 2's broadcast coming up shortly. It will be same channel, different live stream. We thank you for joining us. This is Isaac Donsky signing off after a difficult loss for the Cardinals. Time to come back strong at Game 2. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. Have a good afternoon, folks.